Hello everybody, I am Angry Bird. Welcome to a new Steel Division League cast today. We are following on the Karma versus Gonzo best of 5, which is for the Steel Division League Division 3 Championship. So we had an absolute fantastic game in the last game. If you didn't check it, seriously, go back and check it out. And there will be spoilers from this point onwards, but I'm not saying that because of spoilers. It's actually an absolutely fantastic game. So stop this one, go back and check the previous one, because it really is worth it. Right, let's be quick about the decks because I don't think I have much time before the game is going to start. We have Karma on the left-hand side. He's playing in blue today. He's playing Flatline Income this time, playing the 44th Guard Strelkovi. I believe we've seen him win with that deck against Solar Wing Pixie, against a 3rd Guard's Tank Core, which should be a much better deck. So we know Karma's experienced using the 44th Guards. They rely on the T-34-85s. He's got 25 of those in total, with 3 of them in A phase at 1-star veterancy. They've got some decent off-map A and B phase. He uses the M30 guns to take out the heavier equipment because they have the 160mm penetrating heat shells, and he's got those 28 snipers in A phase, so plenty and plenty and plenty of snipers till the snipers come home. And then on the right hand side, Gonzo is playing the 7th mechanized corps today, so taking the same division that he just beat against Karma in the previous game. Oh no, Karma won. What am I saying? I'm getting it wrong. Karma won the previous game. So using the division Karma won with. Gonzo on Flatline Income, 82 units of infantry. I didn't quite check to compare, but it's probably roughly comparable. 44 units of infantry, slightly less than Karma had in his deck. 3 ISU 122Ss, the same. He's got his AA upvetted to 1-star. So interesting to see those Xenarts are now being upvetted to 1-star. In the decks, 1-star base veterancy, and he's got 2 cards of Razvedka. They're both upvetted to 1-star as well. Interesting that he's decided to upvet those Razvedka. The game is underway. Karma on the left-hand side in blue, he's playing the 44th Guards on Flatline Income. Gonzo on the right-hand side in red, he's playing the 7th Mech, also on Flatline Income. Ognamachiki unload in the face of PTRS and just completely decimate them. Looks like some Ognamachiki went down up north to the 3 snipers, all uploading there. A couple of SU-76Is coming in for Gonzo up there. No unit going into that northern town for Karma, so completely giving up on that at the moment. And Gonzo will hold the town with just 1 of Ognamachiki. The Jeep KO 152 off map coming down south. And look at the Tanko Disaniki. Moving around the position, yeah. Karma's now taking them out of the off-map. The M2 does go down there, though, I think from the shot from the ISU 122, and he does unload a unit of Tanko Disanikis as well. A lot of snipers and guardias backing up this push. No armoured units really in yet. There is a T-34-85, sorry, a bit further back, engaging from a distance. Unit of Tanko Disaniki go down. I really feel like those 2 units going down has hampered this push, but I like what he's doing. Putting the off-map down and basically maneuvering around it with those half tracks. ISU 122S is coming in now. Gonzo needs to stop that because that is going to... No, he engages directly with the T-34-85. But the off-map is mightily close to that ISU 122S. In comes a Yak 1B, I believe, to target the ISU. No, to target the 52Ps. Another off-map coming down there. The ISU still engaging with the T-34-85. Does land a hit there, so it should go down next shot. T-34 also, I think that was a bounce, sorry. M30 coming in to try and tackle the ISU. Bit hard to keep track because of the units moving everywhere. The T-34-85 takes another shot, but the ISU misses. M30 does unload. The Matador Snap needs to get out of there, otherwise that could explode in the face of that M30. T-34 now fast moving forwards to try and get into position, but it goes down. It does go down to the ISU 122. M30 is, though, in here and might be able to, yep, takes down the ISU. Does lose 3 man doing that. But I believe Karma will have been in a better, will have had the better result from that engagement. SU-76I is now in trouble. Tango Dissaniki is going to face off against each other. Molotovs being exchanged. I think Karma's going to get away with that, yeah. Especially because the Tankos were forced to move there, whereas the Karma's Tankos didn't seem to be. Gonzo just reinforcing this position. He's trying to take back this flag because Karma has captured it at the start of this game. He's captured that one up north and this one down south. Does take himself to a 14-10. No income differences this time between the two players, so it's purely on trades. Purely on trades, and Karma now pushing forwards with his infantry. Gonzo bringing in a couple of T-34s to back up his infantry. Karma drops down another off map. Tanko Disanikis, though, they can't engage. They're caught out in the open. They can't engage because they are a CQC infantry squad. Sniper's going to start to engage the Strelky further north of their position. Tanko Disaniki's backing off into the forest. The off-map is going to come down onto a fairly nice position. Xenar 87mm does come in for Gonzo. It is 1 star, remember. T-34 is coming into position as well. Karma's really made a good push, but he does need to reinforce his position. He does need to reinforce his position because these units of infantry, they aren't going to last forever. They are not going to last forever. And the Tanko Disanikis do make it up into the face of the Guardia. Oh, they are just caught by the edge of this off-map blast, though. Oh, and they are going to have to retreat back through the off-map. 52p goes down. The Jeep might get sniped. It's only used 2 off-maps, so it might get sniped by these T-34s. That would be a loss for Karma. And he's not realised. He's not realised he's in jeopardy right now. He might just place down that... No, he has just realised he's trying to book it out of there. I must have used all 3 strikes then. I definitely can't count. I definitely can't count. Yeah, it looks like there's been 1 here. I think there was 1 here and one here. So yeah, it has used all 3 strikes, and he's now using it to try and capture the central hill, because that thing will hold territory, so he can do that. Gonzo pushing back up north. He does recapture the flag from Karma. Takes it to a 12-12. Still dealing with a lot of snipers. And Guardia. It looks like he might make a push in that centre as well. He's bringing in some T-34s. He's got some SU-76Is. So he might be able to overwhelm the defences of Karma and make a push up there. So Gonzo has fought back on this southern side. Karma's still got the 1311 recapturing capturing the hill. But it's just a Jeep, so that will go down, and it will probably go down. No, it will be out of line of sight of the T-34-76s. So finally the reinforcements do come in from Karma, so he can try and continue this push, but he has used his off-map, so he doesn't have that kind of off-map support for this push. The T-34s change their mind, do come up onto the central hill, will take out that Jeep. Karma chasing the P-283, but he chases over that Xenar 85mm below, and may well go down. May well go down. Look at the pitched engagement below, and the Yakwami is now coming in. Does go for the kill onto the M42 gun there, I think. And that one finally goes down as well. T-34-85 pushing its way forwards. Oh, it will engage at range against the 76ers, and that is a good engagement. But I don't like this tight position down here in the southern side because, you know, the 76ers can still engage reasonably well at close range. They won't have as good penetration, but the closer they get, the better off they are. So fighting at long range is how the T-34-85s want to play this one. Akama has left it in that position now, but he is losing this central flag courtesy of nothing in there. So does want to move something there, and I think, well, he needs to move something there. One of the Su-76Is has gone down in the north, probably to the T-34-85. The M1 gun gets hit there from the PE-3 of Gonzo. Looks like Gonzo is moving forwards now in the town. He is going to come up against Tanko Desaniki and buildings, so they are going to be hard to dislodge, but he does have Tankos of his own. So he can do that, especially with the Ognamachiki support as well. And he is going to get the position. It feels like he's going to get the position. T-34-85 goes down there. Not sure whether it was the M42 gun or the Su-76I. More likely to be the SU, but I think either of those could have got the kill. The OP-25s can do some decent damage at the edge of that forest. Ooh, Tanko's getting hit by the Yak-1B, and the Ognamachiki's going to push in for the surrender. Ouch. That's a bit of a shame for Gonzo. He'd made some great moves in the center town, but I think he's just going to lose all of the territory. Ognamachiki's going down there to their enemy counterparts. Ooh, look at this little push from Gonzo up north with the two-stroke unit. It's going to face off against the Guardia, but they are down somewhat on men. They should win the engagement 2 versus 1, but you never know. A bombing strike up there could actually tip the engagement in either side's favour as well. Su-76 is engaging, but might get away with this actually if they're out of heat shells. One of the OBs goes down, the other one is out of heat shells, so I think it'll get taken out. The Yak-1B does get rid of one of those squads. It's Strokey versus Guardia. Who's going to win this one? It's going to be the first to tick off 2 men. That's a really tight engagement between those 2 units. Ooh, the SU does go down there. I think the Guardia are going to survive on 1 man from the looks of it. Engagement here. Shoot a knockout on the T-34-85. Getting hit from the south. Oh, and it does go down, and the Ognamachiki should go down as well, which should allow Gonzo to pick up the territory once again. Like, Karma just needs a unit of Ognamachiki back here, just to hold the territory rather than up on the hill. Unless there was just an open position that we missed. PE3 coming in here, Yak-1B coming in to get the strokey kill, and that should, yep, finish things up for... Ooh, look at that. Gonzo only loses 1 man there by falling them back, but they should surrender if the Karma micros his Guardia correctly. 14-10 to Gonzo right now. He really has made a good job of holding this southern position. Was that a bombing strike? PE-283 comes down, takes out the Zis-2 gun. Yeah, Karma doesn't have much down on the south, so Gonzo's really done a good job of holding off Karma's initial push. P3 going to come in, and I think somehow lost sight of that. I'm not sure what did he already use the I don't know what happened there. I literally don't know what happened there. I think he'd already used the bombs. Strokey SVTs come in, pick up a couple of surrenders. There are after Michikis in buildings this time. They can be equally as hard to get rid of. But enemy after Michiki's coming up now. So both of these players playing a very similar style. Yak-3 coming in for the kill on the PE-3. Oh, God. Worst camera work of my life there. I'm sorry. Very sorry. Rare that we see a Yak-3. Oh, my... Will that survive? He's right behind it. Almost crashes. Oh, Oh, and the Yak 3, I think he's going to get taken down by the P40. Oh, it turns and evacs. Turns and evacs. Will that P40 get on the back of it, though? I don't think it will. Oh, the Yak 1s are coming in. The P40's got to change. Got to change target. Goes after that initial... No. Yep, kills one of them. Should get on the back of the other one as well. Should do. Yep, there goes the other one. 2 kills there. That P40N doing a great job. And the P40N, the reserve P40N coming from Gonzo, taking care of the other Yak as well. So I feel like Gonzo has really started to secure the sky. That was 3 Yak bombers, Yak fighter bombers, all go down there. And again, he's pushing forwards in this center town. With the Aftermachikis, it's 3-on-1, or possibly even more so. He is going to win that center town. Karma's feels like he's lost quite a lot. I think it might just be the extra expense of his units, particularly the T-34-85. You're paying 85 points for those, compared to the enemy that's paying, you know, 35 for the SUs and 55 for the T-34s. Those P-40s can really start to strafe the AT guns in here now. We see that 4 soldiers being lost. Those, you know, 6 50 cals do a great job. Karma puts down an off-map to try and contain this assault from Gonzo. And actually, I think that should work fairly well. Gonzo really has the skies under his controls now. P3 takes out both the AT gun and the infantry unit in that position. Z-Alt 37mm does come in for Karma. It's going to start to reset the balance of this air engagement. T-34-85 taking care of the road, sort of. Will engage against the Su-76, and the T-34 is just going to win that engagement by a country mile. Off-map does come down, forces back all of Gonzo's infantry. They're just advanced. The SU somehow survived. I think that was 2 shots. Looks like a Yak 3 coming in. Oh, but the P-40s are going to pick it off. The P-40s are going to pick off that Yak. 2 against 1, they should pick off the Yak, but a second Z-Alt comes in now. Maybe that Yak's going to get away with it. One of the P-40s goes down. Okay, Gonzo should get on the back now. Oh, I don't think he's going to get the engagement. Ah! And I think he's going to have to call away his P-40 here, because well, he is going to get a head-on, and he should win the head-on. He should win the head-on. No! Doesn't get that head-on. Yeah, he needs to... Ooh. The problem is now that Yak 3 can turn and get on the back of that P-40 with the way that I would rather have him microed it back. Looks like he's going to get away with that. Looks like he is going to get away with that. Wow, Su-76 is still alive. I was pretty certain the T-34 would have taken it out by now, but I think he got caught in perhaps Karma's own off-map. And he does now start to push forward once again, and the SU backs off once again. ISU in the centre for Gonzo. Karma does have the M30 down here. Gonzo needs a unit in the centre ground just to take the flag. Just one Ognamachiki will take that flag. Or even just moving the Strokey a bit. You know, move it out north and then into that position and just take the flag. SU finally goes down to the T-34-85. It was always going to happen. It was just kind of a matter of time. After Machik is falling back, Strokey does pick up the flag up here. I'm just really surprised he's not doing the same down here. I think he's losing a flag here, and that could be a 15-9. As it stands, it's 14-10, but if Gonzo does manage to get rid of the Guardia and the OB-25, there's another 2 flags up here he could pick up relatively easily, at least at this point in time. T-34 Wow. Going down to the 76ers. Big loss of that T-34-85 there. I really feel like that just did not do the job. Ooh, and Gonzo's got sight onto the Xenart in the back. Karma does drop an off map, and if those tanks stay there, they might really suffer, but ooh, Gonzo drops an off map down south, and there's barely anything here for Karma. So he is going to be... Hafto just goes down immediately. He is going to be able to walk his infantry forwards over this open ground through the off map. He actually catches his own units here. That is a really... that's horrible, because that off map now just isn't going to get utilized. At least maybe the stroke, he can at least walk forward. Drops the second one down a little bit further on. I think he thinks there's way, way, way more stuff down here than there actually is. I really think he believes there's a lot more here. Karma at the moment, I think his main defense is this center area, and if he loses a lot of these units, I mean, Gonzo's traded really well. Look how he's got this flag back here. I mean, he must have traded really well, because he just seems to have the advantage right now. Karma started things off well, but it really feels like Gonzo has the advantage now. Karma has at least, forced him back, because Gonzo had this crossroads at one point. So Karma has at least forced him back. Denisov coming in. Ooh, another couple of Yak 3s in now, and that one should take care of the P3. And Denisov, I think, is going to be in trouble, because there are two Xenarts. T-34 went down to the ISU. Yeah. Denisov is forced back. Third off map now. Coming in for Gonzo on the south. I'm really unsure what that was all about. I feel like he was trying to strafe the T-34, but why? Yak 3 might go down there. To the P40N going to come in. Oh, big burst. And I think the Yak 3 does its job, but it is going to go down on the pass back. Either to the P40N or the Xenart. It's right above us. We can't quite see it. It's off into the skies. But this plane surely is going to go down. Surely. Yep. No, it got out. It got out. Wow. It did get out. Unbelievable. Can't believe that got out. Karma's picked up the flag in the center. But Gonzo has a 59. Look at the flags. Look at the south. Collapse. Collapse on the south. And the ISU is just in a commanding position, because these tanks can't really do anything about that ISU. The 85 can, but not at max range. Not at 2 kilometers. Zvedka pushes forwards as well, and if that doesn't go down, that bazooka could come into play. Gonzo needs to unload that, because that bazooka could do the job right now. Missed opportunity there. Because that tank was... Yeah. He could have at least unloaded it and brought it into the forest, even if he didn't have range, because at least that makes Karma worried about going into this forest. But I think he was... I mean, if he would have got the kill, he could have really started to turn... Well, cement the game. Like a bit like Karma did in the previous game. But yeah, I mean, Karma's in a tough position right now. Gonzo's got the 14-10, and it's really Gonzo's game to lose, I feel, at this point. He doesn't have a lot of infantry left in this centre town, but he has the ISUs in tough positions. I'm really surprised the movement order of this one. I think it's because these tanks are hiding here. I think he's probably also worried about an M30 popping out of this forest. he is going to reinforce that centre town, which I think is the correct call because he is low on infantry in there. I think he just needs to hold the ground that he's got. 14-10, 18 minutes. I just feel like he needs to hold his ground. He may take this flag here, but it's going to be fairly hard to defend substantially well. Ooh, one of the T-34s does go down, I believe, to the ISU there. But it is in trouble to note the OB-25 does go down as well. There is an M30 in here, and actually that M30 could go down to the Strelky. More units pouring in for Karma, but nothing that can take out this ISU. Gonzo backing it out. If those Strelky do manage to get across into the forest, that M30 is in real trouble. Yeah, but the Xenart is covering that approach route as well. The Strelkies could breach the forest line, though, and destroy that Xenart gun. I think it's worth going for this, because they can do it. And that's quite a big kill. Ooh, but the weight of fire, I think, is going to be too much. It is going to be too much. Is it? Yes, it does go down. I think Gonzo should fall back now. I think he's got the kill that he needed. And I don't think he's good. Here we go. Here's the Strelky moving up north. And I'm kind of surprised this one isn't going for the compound. After Machiki's pushed through to the centre, pick up the flag once again. Gonzo 59, 8 minutes left on the clock. Airstrikes coming down south. Trying to hit the infantry. I think he was trying to strafe there as well. Ooh, hitting that Xenart. And I think the P40N is going to finish the Xenart off. No, he's going for the Yak 3. Oh, and I think he's going to get it. Yeah, he is. He's going to get the Yak 3. Good kill. The northern Xenarts or central Xenarts still coming into play, though. $15-9 to Gonzo. He just needs to hold on. He just needs to hold on. That's all he needs to do. I think he's made excellent use of his ISUs. I really do think he has made excellent use of those ISUs. I think Karma made excellent use of them in the first game as well. And I think Gonzo's done it this time. M30 does get in position here. Should stop firing at that ISU. Okay. Can he get the kill? Misses the first shot. The ISU was actually firing on the T-34-85. Now, nope, still firing on the T-34-85. Strelky SVT are pushing forwards, and they could pick up the kill, but the ISU does go down there. Does go down to the M30. And no real armoured support. There's a ZIS-3 on the southern side. P40N just come in for the strafing run. Oh, Strelky SVT just taken out in a wipe. Perhaps Karma could start the pushback down south. But I feel like there's enough time for Gonzo really to reinforce this southern position. And he's advancing once again up north. Yeah, this really is Karma's last real hope. I don't see him coming back. I don't see him coming back. T-34-85 to start to engage the KV-1E. Replacement Xenart 37 mils come down to the south. KV-1E goes down. Advances into the centre by Gonzo. Yeah, and the north is starting to, or the centre, sorry, is starting to get sewn up. The Xenarts are going to go down to the T-34s. Infantry's pushing in at full pelt. And the centre is in real trouble. Gonzo's now leveraging the cheap value of the T-34s to bring forward en masse and, you know, really overwhelm whatever defences are there from Karma. So Gonzo is going to pick up the second game. I'm certain of it. I'm certain of it. That's going to take the match up to 1-1. And, yeah, like we said in the last game, this is a really, really good matchup between these two players. Both highly, highly skilled. And we know Karma can do it. He did it in the first game. Gonzo obviously reigning champion, so he has nothing to prove, but I guess he has everything to lose. And I just look forward to the future games between these two players. We're at least going to get 4 games in total. This is a best of 5, so we will have a minimum of 4 games now in total, thanks to the Gonzo picking up this one. Look at this off map. There's so many units in here, but Gonzo's just going to push through on fast move. So he's not going to lose everything, and the 85 is going to go down. Yeah, the P3 is coming in now. There's too many tanks here. The 85 is going to go down. And the tank's on the way to victory. It feels like it's the Normandy where the tanks are just barreling down the road. It's the road to Berlin. Strelky's now pushing up north. Gonzo's really closing the game out. Karma has no chance at this point. No real chance. Unless Gonzo does something massively stupid. No, there's the surrender. There is the surrender. 29 minutes, 28 seconds. Congratulations to Gonzo. 3,900 kills to 2,400 losses. Commiserations to Karma. Didn't manage to make it 2 out of 2. This does go to a 1-1 draw at the moment. And I'm really looking forward to the next game between these two players and what is going to be in store for us. Will we get another 7th mech? Let's have a look at the kills for Gonzo. The ISU 122S just killing off the T-34-85 in the... I'm going to imagine that's the one in the south, but I'm not 100% sure where that ISU was. It may have been the one in the centre road as well. PE-283s do get kills onto the M30s and the Xenart 37mm. I think the air engagements were fairly important in this game. Zis 3 gun going down there and T-34-85 to the PE-2. P40 is picking up a few Yak 1B kills. Here's the other 2 ISUs. I guess they don't... I think this one here will have paid itself off with the 85 and the 76 kill, but it was more the presence of them. It necessitated Karma to bring in the M30s, which are very expensive. They are expensive. And yeah, I don't think there's much really to say about that. I think here's the M30 gun lot. It can do the job. It can do the job, no doubt, but they are expensive. It did take out that southern ISU. There may have been an ISU that I missed at some point. Yeah, the other M30... This is the southern one, I think, later on in the game. The M30 taking out the ISU on the south. I think the initial one was more in the northern position, just north of the centre town. And then we had a southern one, and then we had one on the road in the centre town. Right, there we have it. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this game. Click the like button, hit the subscribe button, post down your comments down below, and... yeah, I'll catch you in the next game between these two players. Best of 5. Who's going to win out? It's 1-1 at the moment. Who is going to be crowned champion of Season 3?